Hi, this is Made by Mommy. I'm going to do something a little bit different today and talk to you about different colored rubber bands that have come available and that I thought you might be interested in seeing. So, Rainbow Loom has just come out with a bag of mixed rubber bands that they are calling mixed skin tones on their website. They sell this bag holding 600 rubber bands and 24 C-clips on their website for $2.69. That's where I got mine. I ordered it directly from rainbowloom.com. And then I divided that bag you saw up. The four colors that came in the bag are the one up here, that's your lightest tone. This on the bottom left, which is very pink. In my opinion, a little bit too pink to really be included as a skin tone. It's a cute light pink, but it seems unnatural compared to the others. This is the medium tone, and then the darkest tone, which you can see here. Now for comparison, so that you can look at these, I've included Rainbow Loom's burgundy up here, which you'll see, hopefully you can tell on camera, it's a little bit darker than the darkest tone that's included in the mixed pack. It's also a little bit shinier. I was actually quite glad when I saw that the new dark brown had more of a matte tone to it. And for comparison, I've included one other brand of rubber bands. That is the pile you see here. That is from Loom Bandz. It's from their pastel color line. It comes in a package like this. For a long time now, ever since PG's Loomacy inspired all of us with his nativity set and other action figures, these have been the go-to color for a skin tone. But in my opinion, they were always a little bit shiny, and I am very, very happy to report that the Rainbow Loom rubber bands are less shiny. So that is one comparison. And the other thing that's great is that as opposed to the Loom Bandz, which despite their incredible popularity being resold on eBay for silly prices, you'd buy them at AC Moore, 3 for $5 if they were having a promotion, sometimes even less for a really good sale day. And then on eBay, people were selling them for $8 a bag because people wanted them so bad. But Loom Bandz never came forward with an online distribution channel that people could buy from them directly. So the fact that now Rainbow Loom, you can go right to their website, rainbowloom.com, and order this mixed bag of rubber bands, $2.69. That's great. Now everybody can have these skin tones without paying crazy fees to somebody on eBay. So that's one thing that really makes me happy, in addition to the fact that the color is more of a matte tone and you have these choices. That being said, I have my one big complaint to make to Rainbow Loom, which is, why don't you sell these colors separately? It took me so long to make these 4 piles out of one mixed bag. And what also happened as I separated them, there's no question the numbers are not even in the bag. I have far fewer of this rubber band, which is a really nice color, than I have of this light pink, which is a very nice color if I was making cotton candy, but not really great for action figures. So Rainbow Loom, if you watch my videos, I wouldn't know because I haven't really heard from you. But if you do, please consider packaging these 4 colors separately. I think there are plenty of us who would like to buy just a big bag of one color at a time. And my other plea to Rainbow Loom, and I'm curious if those of you agree, I have used in my videos a lot of this color. This is Rainbow Loom brand Caramel. I used it for the reindeer, I use it for my gingerbread man, and I've used it in some of the foods that I've created too, and I hear they're discontinuing this color. Why? Why would you do that to me? So I'm curious for those of you too. I mean, have you guys liked using caramel, or is it just me? You'll see it sort of exists as a color, but if it had been in their mix, it would be between two of the tones. But I think it's really a useful color, so I'm sad to see Rainbow Loom Caramel go. But Rainbow Loom Burgundy is still available in a bag that you can buy by itself. It's called Burgundy, but I've always used it as a brown, and you know, it's more brown to me than it is a red. That hope is helpful to those of you who have been saying, where do you get brown? I haven't been able to buy anything that's called brown, but I've been buying Burgundy and using it as brown. So the other piece that I'll tell you, comparing these Loom Bandz to the Rainbow Loom Bandz, I've got my ruler set up here for a reason. I'm going to take this Loom Band and I'm going to pull it. And you'll see how far it stretches before I, have too much tension to really go too much farther. It's well past 4.5 inches. When I take my Rainbow Loom color from that mixed bag and I stretch it, the tension really stops me at 3 inches. I think this, in the end, for charm making like I do, I prefer the extra tension. It means that they snap back into their shape and keep their shape better. But for those of you who are creating different structures, if you're used to having that extra stretch with your Loom Bandz, it's not going to be an easy transition. That's a meaningful difference in the stretchiness between these two brands. What struck me as even odder, though, is comparing these two. So we have our dark from the mixed bag, and you'll see it's that same sort of 3.5 inches until it's sort of too tense to pull anymore. But the Rainbow Loom Burgundy that I've been using so often in so many of my videos, it doesn't even pull that far. It stops sort of pulling at 2.5 inches. So the rubber band structure that I've been building has sort of been based on this tension. I've been using these rubber bands for so long. And it's going to be really interesting for me to see what happens when I put in this rubber band that stretches quite a bit further. So keep that in mind for those of you who are doing what I do. There is a difference between these bands. The Loom Band stretches the farthest. The new ones are in the middle, these new mixed colored, and then the old original bands that came in the packaging without the pretty rainbow on top, they were even less stretchy. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects the designs we make going forward. I hope this was helpful to you. This is the first video that I've done like this to sort of evaluate rubber bands. Please comment below to give me your feedback. Tell me whether or not you would like more reviews, more information about where you can buy different colors, or if you want me to just stick to the charms and bracelets and not talk so much. Thank you again for watching. I really enjoy making these videos for you, and I hope this was helpful. Do click like below to let me know if you liked it, and subscribe to be notified when additional videos are posted. Thank you again for watching, and there'll be more videos this week from Made by Mommy. Happy looming, everyone!